Bye, Range. Okay. Now we're gonna jump in the car. Let's do this. Let's get some pizza. So the best thing about this car is we're selling this car. This car sucks. This car is untrustworthy. It's untrustworthy. I don't know where to put the phone. Put it down here, I guess. And oh my god. Well, it's untrustworthy, this car. And that's the moral of the story, is that can't trust it. So how do I open that? No? Okay. I'm gonna put it down here. Here, you can be down there, okay? Driving the car. Lots of traffic. There's a lot of traffic. Looks like there's some sort of sunroof in this car, but there isn't. That's just a window. Actually, such a nice light out right now. I should be filming content like other than this for like music, but I'm just gonna call this content, I guess. I've eaten a little bit of sushi today, and that's it. So I'm a little bit hungry. So I'm excited about getting some food. We're gonna go and get some pizza. I don't eat pizza that much, and when I do, I try to only have like 3 pieces, because then I don't eat too much. You know, when you get older, you just can't eat so much food. You just get fat, and it sucks, because you know, when I was younger, I could just eat whatever I wanted, and that didn't really matter as much. But yeah, it sucks. I gotta show you this view, actually. Check it out. Look at that mountain. I don't know if you can see that, but that is something special. Shouldn't be doing that while I'm driving. Actually, I should not be doing that, but you know, I'm just whatever, you know, like, economy's collapsing. What are you gonna do? It's definitely not collapsing. I watched this guy on TikTok called Aaron Parnes. I don't even know if that's how you say his name, but he honestly always tells me bad news, and it stresses me out. So I try to not watch his stuff, but for some reason I just feel like when he says something on his TikTok, he's gonna say something interesting for some reason. So I just kind of go with it a little bit and just, you know, blindly follow his news reporting. But yeah. So the pizza I think I'm gonna get today, well, my kids like really plain food. Like, you know what's weird about kids? They don't like eating food that is too flavorsome, but then they like something like blue cheese. What the hell's up with that? Like, no, I don't want to eat, like, you know, I don't want to eat regular food, but I'm gonna eat blue cheese. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing. It's getting quite dark out, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm just gonna stay like this and see what happens. It's pretty dark. Come with me to get pizza. You know, we're gonna get pizza together. It's gonna be super fun. Sometimes I think about life in funny ways. I watched this movie called Perfect Days the other day, and the movie really affected me. It made all these mundane things you do in life seem really beautiful. Like, for example, you know, you could be working your service job, but there's like a tree blowing in the wind that just looks really beautiful with the light, and you just are pumped on that. And you could just be pumped on that, or you could just be pissed off at work. So it's kind of like, you might as well be pumped on that tree blowing in the wind, looking real pretty. Because if you can't get pumped on that, and you got to go buy a freaking Coach bag or something, or some sort of overpriced Chinese garment to be happy, then you know, life's gonna be pretty crap, I think. But, you know, nothing to say that people aren't allowed to have nice things. Fair enough. You work hard and you want nice things, that's cool. But I gotta say, like, you know, we bought a car today, actually, weirdly. And I hate spending money. I think, especially buying a car, far out. Could you waste money any better way than buying a car? Buying a car, just so you know, is the worst thing you can do with your money, pretty much. Like, oh, I won a bunch of money, like, I'm gonna buy a new car. No. You're better off buying, like, a freaking, anything, because it just depreciates in value, and it just never, yeah, don't buy a car. Not a good thing to buy. Whoa, I'm confused with if I can park like this. Can I do it? I cannot. I've failed. Well, not really. I'm just gonna kind of wing this scenario a little bit. Go back a little bit more. Sorry, dude, behind me. I'm just being a weird dude parking like a guy that's like, you know, figuring out if he can drive a car, you know, like an Asian person, as white people say, like an Asian person, you know. So anyways, let's do this. Here we go. Gonna lock the car. This is the little town I live in. It's pretty cute. Little town. Oh, I'm gonna have to pay. I'm gonna have to not be able to do this. I'm gonna have to pay. Hey, good. Just called for a pizza for Garrett. Card, please. Thanks. Sorry about that. So I got the pizzas. I'll show you just here. So I've got the pizza. Now I'm going back to my car. Ooh, this is a nice little view. I'll show you really quick. Check that out. Doesn't look that good on here. That's annoying. All right, this is the car. Put the pizzas on top of the car. Don't forget the pizzas on top of the car. That'll be bad. Imagine that. Now I'm just going to jump in the car. Here we go. This is the longest video I've ever done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive home. I'm gonna just do this. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. Kind of. I'm just like down like that. Maybe I could even do like this kind of thing. Oh, that's pretty good. We can hang out like this. Oh, I gotta put the keys in the thing, you know. Driving the car, eh? There we go. All right, let's roll. So.
Waiting for connection.
Yeah, robot lady wants connection. We're all waiting for connection, aren't we? Really? Aren't we all just waiting for connection, lady? That lady said, waiting for connection. You know, who's waiting for connection? Donald Trump. Donald Trump needs some connection in his life. I think he needs to be, like, less obsessed with money and more obsessed with, like, you know, being a good person. Or, like, living a life that has, like, purpose and meaning rather than just being, like, someone that wants to tell everyone what to do all the time. But, you know, some people love that guy. And some people think he's gonna, like, change the world in a good way. I think not. I think he's just like, you know what I think he is? I think he's just a really good salesman. And he's just sold everyone on this, like, ideal America that existed, like, 50 years ago without anyone ever thinking that maybe nothing, like, has anything ever gone back to the way it was? This is the question I would ask him. I'd say, you want to make America great again. Has anything ever gone back exactly how it was? Ever. Never. Like, that never happens. You're never going to get exactly the life you had before, I don't know, you had kids, before you freaking lost your job or whatever. So why would you start your whole campaign living in the past? It just seems stupid. No one's, you know, you can only go to the future. You're not going to the past. Anyways, that's my little rant there. So I think his plan's flawed from the beginning because it's just basically, you know, it's just good marketing, I guess. All these people that are, you know, a little bit racist maybe, a little bit nationalist, a little bit pent up about, you know, life, and just, you know, he just grabs them. He's like, hey, come with me. I'll take you back to the past where life was good, you know, but life, you know, life is good and then it's bad and then it's good again. It's never one linear thing, so you can't really just say, you know, one thing. The only thing I did like about him is at least he's a little bit more transparent, whether he wants to be or not. But the thing I didn't like about the way Biden and those guys did business was it just felt real like, what are you up to? Can I trust you? And, you know, at least Donald, you definitely know you can't trust him. So there's the difference. One guy's obviously untrustworthy, and the other guy's like, like, I don't really know about you, so. But isn't that the game of being a politician, you know? Being a politician is basically just to get public opinion and just feel like you are, you know, serving the people, even if you're not, you know? That's the name of the game. There's no real... Yeah, it's just a weird job. Like, what the heck kind of job is that? And you know, the other thing I was thinking about is, like, no one, like, there's, like, there should be, like, a minister of mental health, or, like, a minister of, like, what makes, like, have they ever asked this question, like, what makes a happy, healthy human? Like, easy question. Not the money side, not the healthcare side, all that stuff aside. The most fundamental, basic question, like, what makes a healthy human and a happy human? You know, mentally and physically. What are the markers? Let's do some science. It'd be easy. I'm sure we already have it all done. All the studies have already been done, probably. And here we are, like, arguing about, like, tax and all these little things. Really, I just think fundamentally the whole picture of society is confusing. It's kind of like, instead of being a slave to, you know, a slave owner, you're a slave to, like, a corporation. But you're only a slave for 8 hours a day, so it's not so bad. And you can go quit and get another slave job if you want, but, you know, you're still a slave. Like, I have, like, a mortgage and stuff, so I feel like I'm a slave. I feel like I'm honestly just, you know, right, I'm just in that system, you know, where it's like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that to freaking make this work and that work, you know. Anyways, I'm home. We got pizza together, and that was random. That was a random time, and I appreciate you coming and hanging out. So, till next time we get pizza, bye.